Assalamu alaikum and good morning. This is going to be the third video of Lost Spring from Flamingo textbook. Request all the students to have the textbook in your hand so we can read together and we can discuss this lesson. We can discuss this lesson together, right? Indirectly, virtually. I'm reading from page number 16. I sometimes find a rupee, says Mukesh, says that boy. I sometimes find a rupee, not Mukesh. I sometimes find rupee, even 10 rupees note. Sahib Alam, because Mukesh lesson will come next. Sahib says his eyes lighting up while saying that sometime he gets 10 rupees from garbage. While saying there is shining in his eyes. When you can find silver coin in a heap of garbage, you don't stop scrounging. Scrounging means searching. For there is a hope of finding more. It's a habit of the children are full of they are full of curiosity. If they get something, then they try it for more and more. They try it for second time. It seems that for children, garbage has meaning different from what it means their parents. For the children, it is wrapped in wonder. It's wrapped in wonder. They just keep on thinking that they are going to get more. They are going to get more and more coin. But for elder, it is means of survival. For elder, garbage is for means of survival. There can be a question in board exam, right? How garbage has different meaning for parents and for children. So you should be ready to answer it. Okay, let me explain you. Lightning, so joy and happiness. Sahib was happy to say that sometimes he found a rupee, even 10 rupee note in the dump. As one often find even silver coin in the garbage dump, he kept on searching, hoping to find more. For the children, the garbage dump was means of fulfilling their dreams, although partially, while for their parents, it was means of aiding survival by providing the basic food, clothing and shelter. This is the explanation of this paragraph. Let's begin to go through the next paragraph. One winter morning, I see Sahib standing by the fence gate of the neighborhood club. He was there standing at one place, watching two young men dressed in white playing tennis. He was there watching two boys playing tennis. I like the game, he hums, content to watch standing behind the fence. He just instead of playing, he become spectators. He just watching boys how they were playing. I go inside when no one is around. He reported the entire incident to that madam, right? He admit the gatekeeper lets me use the swing, and he was allowed by the gatekeeper to use the swing. So this is very easy to understand. One winter morning, the writer saw Sahib standing by the fence of a club. He was watching tennis game being played by two young men. Sahib liked the game but could not play it. He told the writer that he went inside the club when it would be closed. He was allowed to take swing by the guard there. Let's see. Next paragraph. Paragraph number 12. The Sahib too is wearing tennis shoes. Sahib too is wearing tennis shoes that look strange over his discolored shirt and shorts. He was also wearing shoes, and he was wearing torn clothes, shabby clothes. Someone gave them to me, he says in the manner of an explanation. He told to the writer that someone has given him. The fact that they are discarded shoes of some rich boy, and in reality it was thrown shoes. It was discarded shoes thrown by one rich boy, who perhaps refused to wear them because of a hole in one of them because it was a damaged shoes. There was a hole in one of the shoes, so it was discarded shoes. And this boy, Sahib Alam, has got it and he was wearing it. And does not bother him. He is not at all worrying, he is not bothered about the hole on one shoe. For one who has walked barefoot, even shoes with a hole is a dream come true, because he does not have anything to cover his foot. So at least he has got something. Something is better than nothing. But the game is watching so intently is out of his reach. He is not able to play that game. It is out of his reach because he is extremely poor boy. Right? Let me explain it. The writer showed that Sahib was also wearing tennis shoes. They did not look appropriate with his dress, which was worn out and had faded. He told the writer in an attempt to justify himself that someone gave him the shoes. She, however, figured out that he had got them from a garbage dump. They must have been thrown away by a boy from a rich family, as he did not want to wear them anymore. Probably they had a hole or two in them, due to which he didn't want to wear them. On the contrary, Sahib was not bothered by the fact that had no problem wearing them, as he could not afford anything better than that. He walked barefoot, and to wear a shoe even with a hole was like a dream for him. Although due to the garbage dump, Sahib's dream of wearing shoes had been partially fulfilled, but his desire to play tennis would never be fulfilled. This is an explanation of this paragraph. Let us 13th paragraph, last one. This morning Sahib is on his way to the milk booth. He was there on the milk booth. In his hand is a steel canister. Now he is there working at the milk booth. I now work in a tea stall down. He is there working in tea stall down the road. He says, pointing in the distance, I am paid 800 rupees and all my meals. He is a child. Actually, his work, just now his age is to go to school, and he is there working. And he is paid 800 rupees. Does he like the job? I asked. The writer asked him question if he liked that job. His face, I see, has lost a carefree look. He became very sad while listening this. The steel canister seems heavier than the plastic bag he would carry so lightly over the shoulder. He was a rag picker boy first in the beginning. But this now he was there working in tea stall, so he had to carry that steel canister, which was very heavy than that bag which he used to carry as a rag pickers. The bag was his. The canister belonged to the man who owned the tea shop. Sahib is no longer his own master. He used to be his own master. He used to carry that bag in which he used to put a scrap. Now he is no more his own master. So this is the end of this lesson. Very nice lesson. The first part, sometime find rupee in the garbage. Now we will go to the next part, that is I want to drive a car. There are two parts of this lesson. Lost spring will begin. Inshallah I will begin the new lesson from the new video. Meanwhile, I request all the students to go through this lesson. Please, if you will not pay attention, then you will be there in the state of loss. Remember this. Still I am telling for you, you do have very shortage of time. If the school reopens in the month of September is there, October, then you will have very less time to study all these lessons. So I would request you have still time. If you respect time, you will be respected by the time.